A pet's digestive tract is a multi-organ network. At a microscopic level, its function depends entirely on a fragile microbial ecosystem that can suddenly destabilize. Routine events in veterinary care rapidly fracture this balance. A course of antibiotics, a change in diet, or environmental stress can degrade the microbial environment, leading to an impaired immune barrier. Historically, clinical responses relied on introducing a single strain of live bacteria. However, this method often fails to account for the actual density and variety of the native population. The Provac formulation addresses this by combining 10 microbial strains with targeted prebiotics, colostrum, and zinc, delivering a guaranteed yield of 1.2 billion colony-forming units per dose. To see how these components interact, we are going to deconstruct the formulation and examine the biological mechanisms that make a symbiotic matrix effective. Rebuilding the gut environment requires integrating multi-strain diversity with specific systemic nourishment. The operational environment is shielded by layers of tissue. We can map this by peeling away the outermost serosa, the submucosa, and muscular layers. This brings us to the inner mucosa, covered in microscopic villi projections that increase the surface area for nutrient absorption. This mucosal surface is the native habitat for trillions of microorganisms. These microorganisms are essential for digesting complex carbohydrates and synthesizing vitamins like B12 and K, which the host animal cannot effectively produce alone. This creates a significant logistical challenge. An oral supplement must survive the high acidity of the stomach just to reach and colonize this mucosal layer. The hostility of the gastric environment and the specificity of the mucosa are why multi-strain resilience is a clinical requirement for efficacy. A healthy canine or feline gut naturally houses hundreds of interacting species. Attempting to stabilize that network with a single probiotic strain is rarely effective because a diverse ecosystem requires a diverse intervention. This chart breaks down the microbial architecture of the formula. The first category is the Lactobacillus complex, featuring Plantarum, Rhamnosus, Bulgaricus, and Acidophilus. These lactic acid-producing bacteria are used to establish a favorable baseline environment in the gut, making it easier for other beneficial organisms to flourish. Added to this foundation are spore-forming bacilli, Coagulans, Subtilis, and Indicus. These are included for their physical durability. Their natural spore structure protects them from stomach acids, ensuring the payload reaches the lower intestine alive. The payload also extends beyond bacteria to include beneficial yeast, specifically Saccharomyces boulardii. This is an evidence-based probiotic yeast that provides complementary support alongside traditional bacteria, particularly in maintaining gut barrier function. By combining over 10 selected strains, the matrix mimics the natural complexity of the host's gut, providing resilience against clinical stressors. Symbiotic technology relies on the deliberate pairing of live probiotics with specific prebiotic substrates, which are required for successful colonization. To facilitate this, the formulation includes inulin and fructooligosaccharides, or FOS. These act as biological fuel sources, ensuring that once the strains reach the mucosa, they have the energy required to rapidly establish and proliferate. Beyond the microbiome, the formulation includes 2 systemic adjuvants for host support, colostrum and zinc. Colostrum provides daily nutritional support that benefits the host's physiological immune function. Zinc is added to support overall physiological function and maintain the physical structural integrity of the gut tissue. Effective GI support must simultaneously provide fuel for the microorganisms and structural support for the host tissue. These biological mechanics translate directly into several practical veterinary applications. Daily microbiome support helps restore beneficial organisms after antibiotic therapy or stabilize the GI tract during rapid diet transitions. It supports gut flora during environmental shifts from stress or travel and aids digestive development in growing puppies and kittens.
My dogs absolutely love Provac. It's the best way to keep them healthy and happy.
The powder is designed to be mixed with regular food. The daily dose is exactly 1/2 scoop, or 2.5 grams, per 10 kilograms of body weight. Consistent daily use is necessary for this ongoing support to be effective as part of a nutritional regimen.
By engineering a complete ecological support system, this symbiotic formulation shifts the focus from reactive treatment to the consistent preventative maintenance of the environment. Virvac. Happy pets, happy life.